So just a few warnings before the tutorial starts, guys. I'm using Wii model number RVL-001. This is the original Wii release, and I'm not sure if it'll work with any of the newer releases of the Wii, so, you know. Quick Google search can help you out with that, guys. And, yeah, so there's that. I'm also using the Wii remote model number RVL-003. This is the original Wii remote release, as compared to the RVL-036, which is the green one you see on the right. That's the one with the Wii Motion Plus inside. Haven't tried it with that one. I'm not sure if it works or not. Again, Google is your friend. Also, I am not responsible if something goes wrong during the process. You know, it's your Wii, your responsibility. Can't pin this on me, boy. But if you do everything right, it shouldn't be an issue. So, trust me on that one. Now, I know it's going to sound tedious, but watch the tutorial first and then start the tutorial. I know it's a long video, as you can see down there, but it'll help you, trust me. And without any further ado, let's get on with the tutorial. What is going on, guys? THELPMM here, and I'm here with the ultimate Wii soft modding tutorial. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, I'm sure you do, it's probably the only reason I have as many subscribers as I do, but I posted a series of 4 videos on how to soft mod the Wii 4.3U, back in 2015. Now that tutorial is over a year old at this point, and it's gotten quite big, really. Like, it has more views than I ever thought they would get. The first part, over 70,000 views, which is mind-blowing, and it seemed to work for a lot of people. But there is still a lot of people out there who had trouble with that one. I mean, as you can see here, look at all of these questions that I got. Like, my god, that's a lot of questions. So, you know, I tried to make a little Q&A video, but it really wasn't all that great, and I don't know why it's still up. I should probably get rid of that. But I decided, you know, that tutorial, it was good, but it wasn't exactly how I wanted it to come out. So I decided to remake the tutorial here. Instead of 4 parts, it's going to be one big part. And it's going to have like all these fancy things that I'll go into later. But first off, we're going to start the tutorial with the things that we'll need. So let's get on with the tutorial. So you're going to need quite a few things for this tutorial. First off, you're going to need a Wii and all necessary components for the Wii to function, such as the sensor bar, the video cables, the power, you know, the usual stuff. I know it sounds like a no-duh type of thing, but someone's actually asked me if you need a Wii for this, so it's like, you know, yeah, you do. You're also going to need a Wii remote and nunchuck. As I mentioned in the beginning, I'm using RVL-003, so I'm not sure if it'll work with the newer ones. One can hope, but you know, I can't guarantee anything. Again, Google will help you out with that one. I don't know everything. I'm just the guy showing you how to do the tutorial. You're also going to need a GameCube controller, because we're going to be doing a process where we can play GameCube games off of a flash drive, and well, a GameCube controller is kind of necessary for GameCube games. With the method we're using, you can substitute the GameCube controller with, say, a Pro controller or even the Wii Remote and Nunchuck, but I really wouldn't recommend that. I feel like if you're playing a GameCube game, you should probably use a GameCube controller. It just feels right, man, you know? That's why so many people were like, oh, but we can't use the GameCube controller in Smash 4. Well, now you can, so, you know, get one of those if you don't have one. You're also going to need a computer of some sort. I'm using a standard Windows computer. I don't know if it'll work with Mac, some of the programs, so, you know, again, Google will help you out there. You're also going to need a flash drive. I'm using a 16GB flash drive. You can get bigger ones. I think there's a compatibility list somewhere online. I will link that down below so you can see which flash drives and hard drives are compatible with this, because I'm pretty sure you can use hard drives too. I haven't tried it out myself, but guess what? Google will help you. You're also going to need a 4GB SD card. I'm using the one as shown here, the SDHC 4GB. People commenting on the other video, but you can't use the 4GB, it's too big. Well, guess what? I'm using one. So Yes, it can. Trust, fam. You're also going to need an internet connection. I mean, if you're watching this, you could probably already have access to internet, so that shouldn't be too big of a thing. And I know this is going to sound kind of cheesy, but you're also going to need patience, because it's a long video, guys. So, you know, it's not necessarily the easiest process. Patience will help you out so much during this whole tutorial. Now, a new thing with this tutorial that I decided to do is I decided to, you know, step up the game a bit, you know. I added these fancy little graphics that you'll see around. Added things to signify when to switch over to the Wii, the PC, insert SD, you know, all that stuff. So I'm gonna run through them right now. So as you can see at the bottom of the screen, it shows up insert SD card. You're gonna insert the SD card into the proper thing, and also remove. This is self-explanatory. We're gonna switch to the computer. That shows up. If we're gonna switch to the Wii, that shows up. And if you need to insert the flash drive, this shows up. And if you need to remove the flash drive, this shows up. This will show up every once in a while, so it'll be more convenient. And now we're finally starting the tutorial. We're gonna start off heading towards the Wii. And let's see if I can get my cursor up here. And there it is. So we're gonna go ahead and go into Wii options. And we're gonna go to Wii settings. Once that loads up, you're going to move on to the second page. You're going to select Internet. And then you're going to go ahead and choose Console Information, and it's going to show your MAC address. Mine's blurred out for security reasons, I guess. So once you have that, you write it down somewhere. And now, we're going to go back to just the main menu. We're going to switch on over to the PC. We're going to go to please.hackme.com. All the links will be in the description down below, so you don't have to like, type it out or whatever. You can see this website shows up, Letterbomb. I'm using system 4.3U, so I'm going to choose that one. I'm sure the method is somewhat similar for other regions, but you can't be too sure. And I'm just going to go ahead and type in the MAC address here, speed it up a bit. And once that's there, you're going to see this bundle, the Hack Me installer for me. I'm going to leave it checked. I'm not quite sure what that is, but it doesn't harm anything. Just fill out the stupid CAPTCHA over here. And then cut the red wire, cut the blue wire. It really doesn't matter. I just cut the blue wire because I prefer blue over red. It's my favorite color after all. And we're just going to go ahead and hit save here. And just going to download. You want to go to where download it, or you can just click the zip folder. And you can see here it shows up just a bunch of text files and one folder called private and a boot.l file. At this point you're going to want to insert your SD card. And let's see if I can get it around. Where is it? Well, you're just going to go ahead and just right click. You're going to hit copy on all of these things. We're going to go down to the SD card. For convenience sake, I'm going to go ahead and rename it. So this loads. We're going to go ahead and rename, and we're going to just type it Wii SD, just so we know, it's there. It'll be easier to find when we insert it, and then you just want to hit paste. It should be fairly quick. It's just copying a bunch of text files. So once you have that, make sure it just looks like that on the root of the SD card. We're going to go ahead and remove the SD card from the computer. And now we're going to go ahead and switch on over to the Wii. And once we're at the Wii, we're going to go ahead and insert the SD card. And then we're going to go over to the Wii Messenger board thing, that one. And you're just going to move around until you see this letter with a bomb on it. Once you see that, you just hit it, and this shows up. Don't worry guys, it's totally normal, I swear. And we're just going to wait a bit, and this screen's going to show up. Now, you will hang here for a while. I decided to edit it, so it goes by really quick. And this is going to show up, press 1 to continue. And it's a little hard to read, but this is the Hack Me installer. So you want to go ahead and install the Homebrew channel. You want to hit yes, and wait for it to install. It shouldn't take too long. And there you go, it's completed. We're going to go on down to where it says boot me. We're going to press prepare a SD card. I don't think that's the right grammar, but whatever. It's a real quick process. So you want to do that, you want to hit continue, and then you want to go up to where it says install boot me as boot 2. And basically what this is going to do is every time you turn on the Wii, right here you just want to hit yes. Whenever you turn on the Wii, this is going to show up. It's going to be like a custom boot screen. Basically it'll help in case something goes wrong and your Wii gets bricked or whatever. It's just safe. It's a backup, So should things go bad, it won't be bad for long. Takes a little while, but it's just gonna be verifying a few blocks here. And once it's done, we'll get on with the thing. There you go, it says success. We're just gonna hit continue. Just gonna hit continue. Come on, pass me. You could do it. Don't be that guy. Come on. Come on, step. There we go. And we're gonna hit return to main menu, and we're just gonna go hit exit. And then when it's loaded up, we're gonna see we're in the Homebrew channel. Now right now it's empty because we obviously don't have any applications. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna hit the home button and we're gonna hit launch boot me. And whenever you turn on your Wii, this is what's gonna be shown. You can control it using the GameCube controller, or you could use the buttons on the Wii. I'm not sure which one's which. But you basically want to go to the little gear at the end. You want to hit the SD card with the green arrow. And I'm going to go ahead and speed this up here. It takes quite a while, so pause it until it's done. Pause the video until it's done, and then come back. So now that it's done, it takes a while. So it just created a backup of the Wii, basically. So now we're going to go ahead and go back, and we're going to hit Homebrew channel. We're going to remove the SD card here, and we're going to switch on over to the PC, where we're going to go to webrew.org/wiki/homebrew browser. We're going to hit download here. Again, links in the description. We're going to hit download, and this is basically going to be like the main channel where we can download apps for the Wii. So you can see there's Homebrew browser guide and help. It's not really all that useful. Not just some pictures and stuff, but not really anything important. So we're just gonna basically what we need is the Homebrew browser folder. You open it up here. It just has some files. You want to copy that folder, and then you want to insert the SD card into the computer. And we're gonna go to we're gonna create a new folder actually, and we're just gonna call it apps, APPS. You know, simple, basic stuff, and we're just gonna paste it in there. And now we have successfully installed our first application for the Homebrew channel. So just make sure this is what your SD card should look like now. It shouldn't be too full. And then we're going to go ahead and remove the SD card here. Ignore my lack of hard drive space. And then we're going to switch on over to the Wii. Now that we're at the Wii, we're going to want to go ahead and insert the SD card. As you can see down below. We're going to go ahead and switch on over to the Homebrew channel. And wait for that to load up. And you can see now we have the Homebrew browser in our Homebrew channel. So we're going to go ahead and hit load. And again, it's a little hard to read. Just wait for this to happen. It takes a little while. It's basically initializing the Homebrew channel. You will need a Wi-Fi connection for this, just saying. You know, yeah. A lot of this just requires internet. So you want to make sure you have that. Now when this is going to happen the first time sometimes, you're going to see these black lines, that's normal, and then you're going to see this. Now this looks like an error, and I'm pretty sure it is. But it really doesn't affect much. It happens to me every time I do this process the first time around. So I just go ahead and hit the reset button on the Wii, and it takes me back to the Homebrew channel. Just hit load again, and then usually the second time around, it shouldn't show up, and then we can get access to the Homebrew browser, which again, it takes a while to boot. So, you know, grab like a sandwich or something, a little snackage while we wait. Maybe grab some water. This part, the downloading the zip, you know, you could skip it, you could not skip it, your call. I don't think it affects anything really. So you know, it says extracting image files, so we're almost done waiting for this. Yeah, I should probably actually speed this up after. So now we get these bars again, and now we're at the Homebrew browser. So you could use the Wii Remote Nunchuck here, you can just scroll around, they have custom games here. I haven't personally checked any of these out, but I'm sure there's some good ones in there. But basically, we're going to be focusing on the emulator section of this. And now you can see we're approaching the end of the installation. We have all of the emulators installed that we need, and we have all the emulator channel installers that we need. There's also other emulators for things like Genesis and N64 even. And I think there's a PS1 too, actually. So, you know, we're going to go ahead and install these channels now. I'm starting with the GBA one. You can see, just going to launch up the channel installers. And it's pretty simple. It's going to load. It's going to say, do you want to install the channel? You want to just go ahead and choose install. And, you know, it takes a little while. But it just says channel fully installed. And it's that simple. So we're going to do that for the other two as well. The SNES one right here. It's blue. And then we're also going to do the same thing for the FCE one, which is the S. So pretty simple. And now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and... what are we going to do actually? We're going to exit to the system menu now. And once this loads up, you're going to see that we have a few new channels here. So we have the Game Boy Advance one, we have the SNES 9X, whatever, you know, Super Nintendo. We have the NES one too. So this is a good way to basically emulate these classic games, your favorite games on the Wii, without having to get them from the Wii Shop channel. You can see we have the Game Boy Advance one with Meta Knight flying across the screen. We got the SNES one with Link going across the screen, and Yoshi, you saw there. And then Mario. So we're going to go ahead and start up this one. Excuse me. We're going to... and then, now that we're here, it's going to say up one level. There's not much here, because we don't have any games installed. So we're going to do that now. We're going to remove the SD card, and then we're going to go ahead and switch on over to the PC, where we're going to go to... let's see here. We're going to paste it. We're going to go to emuparadise.me. Now, this is a really good ROM website. They have a lot of cool, they have a lot of ROMs here for a wide variety of consoles. So we're just going to go ahead and use a search here. We're going to search up just, you know, Super Mario Brothers. Basic stuff for the NES. Let's see here. So we're going to look for the right one. We're going to go Super Mario... where is it? Alright, we're just going to do this. Super Mario Brothers plus Duck Hunt USA. Because I live in the US, so I'm going to go ahead and choose that one, obviously. I'm not sure if the region varies. But we're just going to go ahead and hit download here. Direct download links. It's going to send you here. And you're just going to hit the link. And it's going to, hey, this is going to show up. You're going to press save. We're going to open up that zip file now. You're going to see a simple NES file. Super Mario Brothers plus Duck Hunt USA. And now we're going to go ahead and insert the flash drive here. First time using the flash drive. Crazy. Let's get it up here. We're going to go ahead and copy the file. Cut, copy, it really doesn't matter. It's going to end up in the flash drive, so. And I think it's this one? Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and rename the flash drive now. Let's just name it Wii USB, because why not? So now we're going to create we're just going to paste them here. We're going to create a new folder. Going to name it NES Games. Simple enough. And we're just going to go ahead and drag it into there. So now we have a folder with just NES games. And you can fill that up with as many NES games as you can. We're going to remove the flash drive from the computer here. We're going to switch on over to the Wii. We're going to insert the flash drive in port 0, as you can see here on the screen. So now you see NES games, and there's the game. I'm going to just launch the game here. And there you go. You can see we got Super Mario Brothers working here, along with Duck Hunt. But I'm not going to show off Duck Hunt. That one, if this works, obviously Duck Hunt works as well. So now we got that. We're gonna head on over back to the Wii main menu. We're gonna remove the SD card if it hasn't already been removed. We're also gonna remove the flash drive. So there's gonna be nothing inside of the Wii at this point. We're gonna switch on over to the PC now. And we're going to go ahead and download the D2X CIOS installer. Again, links, as always, will be in the description down below. And we're just going to go ahead and click on the new tab, because we're also going to be opening quite a few links to this part. You know, all links will be in the description, obviously. And we're going to go ahead and install this program called Nintendon't. This is how we're going to be launching our GameCube games from a flash drive. So we're also going to go ahead and open up this thread right here, GBA temp. We're going to be downloading an application called WeMod for the Homebrew channel. It's basically going to allow us to, customize WADs, iOSs, just a bunch of stuff, which is necessary for this process if we want to play GameCube games and Wii games off of a flash drive. And we're also going to go ahead and get configurable USB loader, which is going to be how we boot up the Wii games. So, exciting stuff, I know. We're also going to be go ahead and opening up the official configurable USB loader forwarder so we can install the channel. At this point, you want to have the SD card inside of the computer. I'm going to go ahead and open it. We're going to go to, let's see. We're going to download the CIOS installer first of all. You're going to hit this link right here, D2X CIOS installer.zip. Takes a while, but just hit save. It'll download wherever your downloads save. You're going to open it up and you're going to see it just another boot.dol thing. It's basically another app. You're going to want to hit copy. We're going to go to the SD card and we're going to open up the apps folder. And we're just going to go ahead and paste it in here. And also, while we're here, we might as well. We're just going to go ahead and delete the channel installers because we don't need them anymore because we have the channels installed. So just select them all. We're just going to delete them here. And there we go. So this is what our folder should look like for apps now. More if you decided to install other emulators. We're going to go ahead back here. We're going to get Nintendo's now. Let's see here. We're going to scroll down and right around somewhere where it says downloads. Installing this. Here we go. So it's not installing the console. It's just going to be another app on the Homebrew channel. Okay, there it is. So we're going to create a Nintendo folder. So we're going to right click on the meta.xml and just hit save. It's going to save as an XML file. We're going to go ahead and put it in our downloads folder. I made a specific one for this tutorial. So there's that, and then we're also going to right click this, or we're just going to click on it, I should say. We're just going to hit save. And they're both going to save in the same spot. So you see right here we have the loader and we have meta XML. And we're going to go ahead and go to our SD card, which we have opened up from last time. We're going to hit apps, we're going to create a new folder, and we're just going to simply name it Nintendo. We're going to open up that folder now. And then we're going to just copy these two files. Or we're going to, just copy them. You could also cut them, really wouldn't matter, as long as they're in this folder. And yeah, so we basically just installed our own app. We're just going to have to rename it to boot.dol. So it'll launch it as an app. And we're going to go ahead and go back to that window. We're going to, let's see. Here we go. We're going to go also scroll down to forwarder so we could install it as a channel so we don't have to go through the Homebrew channel every time. It's going to be a mega file. We're just going to hit download through browser. And it might take a while. It just depends on the download and your internet speed. In this case, it doesn't take long. And yeah, so there you go. We have the forwarder. We're just going to open up the RAR file here, or 7Z I should say. And we're going to choose this one right here, just Nintendo. But first of all, we're going to create a new folder on the SD card, and we're just going to name it WADs. Funny word, Anyways, we're going to install WADs. This is basically how we're going to install channels onto the Homebrew browser without like a installer app. So we're just going to go ahead and drag that there. We're going to go back to this. And now we're going to install WeMod, which is it's just an app for the Homebrew channel as well. No channel or whatever. So we're going to hit the download link here. It's Mediafire, so you know it's A1 steak sauce. Just going to hit download here. And we're going to open up the folder. And you see WeMod here. Again, oh, this is different. So it's going to there's gonna be two folders, SRC and then one called app. We're gonna copy this folder and just open up to make sure. Oh, actually, we'll copy this one then. Just called WiiMod. We're gonna copy that folder. We're gonna go on to the Wii, or the SD card, and then we're gonna just paste it in here. So now we have WiiMod installed. And then we're gonna head back here. We're now gonna install configurable USB loader, which again, this is how we're gonna be playing Wii games off of the flash drive. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Download. So we're gonna click this link here, and let's see. We're gonna hit downloads on the side here. Oh no, let's go back. Oh, original loader. My bad. Wait, no, what? Oh, okay. We're gonna hit downloads here. Oh, it just shows up here. Silly me. So we're gonna download CFG USB loader 70 zip. We're gonna hit save file. Quick download again. And wait for that to load. CFG USB. Okay, so this folder in SD root, everything here, we're just gonna copy that, and then we're gonna go to our SD card over here. Where is it? There it is. We're gonna go right to the root of the SD card. This is just the first thing you should see. We're just gonna hit paste. Nothing will be replaced or anything. The two apps folders will merge into one. So just wait for it to finish up here a bit. And now we're going to go into our apps folder here, and you're going to see we have USB loader right here. So now we have the USB loader installed, which is pretty cool. But now we're going to go back to the window one more time, and we're going to get the forwarder for that. The forwarder is basically another type of channel installer. Or no, it's not a channel installer, I should say. It's just going to be more WAD files, just like the other one for the Nintendo. So we're going to look at the different ones that they have here. So that's one of the launchers. That's one of them. That's how it looks. We have the Matrix one. Let's just see how that looks. So that's the forwarder Matrix. And then we have forwarder Stripes. You know, you could just choose whichever one you like more. Come on, you could do it. There we go. So those are the three ones that you can choose from, or you can not choose any. I'm gonna go ahead and choose the Matrix one. So we're just gonna go ahead and select Matrix on there. You can choose any one, or you can choose neither of them. Your call, man. You know, it's all up to you. So once it's downloaded, we're gonna go ahead and copy that. So we're gonna hit copy, and we're gonna go back to our SD card. And we're gonna go to the WADs folder, and we're just gonna press paste. So now we have two WADs in there. These are two channels that we're gonna be installing. One for Nintendo and one for the USB loader. And yeah, now we don't need any of these tabs anymore. Quite a lot, I know, but don't worry, it's simple when you know what to do. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the SD card now, and we're gonna switch on over to the Wii. And once we're at the Wii, we're gonna go ahead and insert the SD card. Once the SD card is inserted, we're gonna go ahead and head on over to the Homebrew channel. Once we're at the Homebrew channel, we're just going to go ahead and, well, first of all, we're going to go to the D2X CIOS installer. This is the first step we need to do in order to get the whole process working for playing Wii games off of a flash drive. Because if we don't do this, then the games won't boot. That's not what we want. So it says down at the bottom, just press any button to continue. So you want to make sure that everything on this screen looks exactly the way you see it, and we're just going to go ahead and hit A. We're going to go scroll on over to the blinking 249. And right there, we're just going to go ahead and hit A again to install. So you see it's just downloading the metadata or whatever. And there we go. So now you can see 249 is green. That means it's installed and we're good. So we're going to go ahead and hit B now. So we're going to exit the installer. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and go on over to WiiMod. I'm going to just hit load. And there we go. So you see, we're going to just go ahead and go on to WAD Manager. We're going to hit SD card here. And we're going to go on to the WADs folder that we made earlier. And you see there's two folders here. So we're going to go ahead and hit the, what is that? The Mark for Batch Install button. It looks like it appeared on my screen. I don't know what that is. But basically, you just want to install, it just installs both of them at the same time. You can install each one individually. It won't make a difference. This one's just a tiny bit quicker. And it says press any button to continue. And then yeah, so once you've done that, we're just going to go ahead and exit the Wii mod, because we don't have to do anything in here anymore. Simple enough, right? So now that we've done that, we're just going to go ahead and, let's see here. We're going to go head on over back to the system menu. So now we're going to head on back to the system menu here, and you're going to see we have two more new channels here. We have the configurable USB loader, and we have Nintendo. These are going to be the basis for how we're going to play Wii and GameCube games off a flash drive. So you see, they both work. That's pretty neat, right? And so now that we know these are installed correctly, we're going to go ahead and switch back on over to the computer, as you can see here. And we're going to go ahead and go back to emuparadise.me again, because they also provide GameCube and Wii ISOs. We're just going to go ahead and choose GameCube first. Let's see. Let's get Wind Waker. Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Never actually played this game before, so hey, who knows? That might be a future Let's Play on this channel. Hit that subscribe button, please. I need the subscribers, please. Oh my God. Anyways, we're gonna wait for that to download. It takes a little while, so we're just gonna go ahead and cut. We're just gonna cut back to when it downloads. So you can see it's almost done downloading here. Just a few more seconds remaining. So just wait out for those. And come on, you can do it. There we go. So now we have the Wind Waker installed, and now we're gonna go ahead and paste this. We're gonna go download DM Toolbox. Again, links description down below. Beating a dead horse here, I know, but you know, hey, these things need to be said because some people just can't pay attention. So we're gonna go ahead and click free download. We're gonna have to wait 30 seconds. We're gonna go ahead and cut to when that's done, because it will take a while. And as you can see, we're almost done downloading DM Toolbox here. Simple download, nothing too big. We're gonna go ahead and open up that file. And open up on the other monitor, of course. And you can see just DM Toolbox and the README text file. We could just double click DM Toolbox from here, it's no big deal. Open up on the other monitor. I can't move it because this little pop-up showed up. Here we go. So it's free software. If you paid for this, you've been scammed. So don't pay for it. Or you could donate to the people. That's totally fine. Anyways, so now we're going to go ahead and open up the Wind Waker file here. Open up on the other monitor again. And you can see just an ISO file. Simple enough. We're going to go ahead and just extract that. We're going to drag it onto the... Let's just put it in the downloads folder. Okay. So now it's starting. It'll take a while. Again, we're going to cut to when this is done. So you can see it's almost done moving here. And now we have the Wind Waker, just the ISO itself, in our folder. So where it says GameCube ISOs, we're going to hit this little button here. We're going to go ahead and open it up. Let's go on over to where it downloaded, if I'm not mistaken. At this point, you want to have your flash drive inside of the computer, of course. And let's see, where is it? There it is. So this is the ISO. We're going to double click that. Output directory. We're going to choose our flash drive. And we're just going to hit OK. And this process will take a while. Like all the others. Shocker of the year. Process takes a while. So yeah. We'll do this and we'll cut to when this is done. So as you can see, it's almost done installing Wind Waker on the flash drive. Come on. Here we go. It says game installation complete. And now we can just hit close on this little box. Let's hit the PC. Let's go over here. And you can see we have GZLE01. That's the game. and it's like, I guess, developer code or whatever. I don't know. We're just gonna make a folder called games, no caps or anything, and we're just gonna drag it in there. So you see game ISO and then the game's ID. So now we're gonna remove the flash drive from the computer, and we're gonna head on over to the Wii, where at this point we're gonna go ahead and insert the flash drive. Now, important to note here, when you insert the flash drive, you want to put it in port 0 as shown here. If you don't do that, it will not work, so make sure you do that. So once you have the flash drive inside of the Wii, we're going to go ahead and see if I can get the cursor up here. Come on, you could do it. There we go. We're going to go ahead and launch up Nintendo. So we're going to hit start. It looks like the GameCube launcher, just bootlegged. It's fine though. It really doesn't matter all that much. So this is going to show up. We're going to go ahead and move down. We're going to hit USB, and you can see Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. It just shows up right here. So we're going to load up that game. It takes a little while, but it doesn't take too long, so it should be fine. And just wait a few seconds here. And there we go. So now you see the Nintendo logo shut up, Dolby Surround, the thing of classics. All the classic games did that for the most part. And as you can see here, we're at the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker title screen. So it's pretty cool, you know? Simple process. It's not too hard. If you press start here, you can see it's all functional. There's no memory card. No big deal. So we just hit yes. And we're gonna choose quest log 1. We're gonna hit start. And I'm gonna date myself here. This was recorded quite a while ago, back when this ancient meme was existent. Where is it? There we go. We're just gonna name it Dat Boy. I shouldn't have done something topical. This was recorded months ago, guys. I admit it. This isn't live. I'm sorry. I'm a scam. But as you can see, the game works. It's functional. This is but one of the legends of which the people speak. Ellipses. Long ago. We're gonna cut. We're just gonna head back over to the Wii now. And one of the problems with the other process was that we couldn't play GameCube games off of a disc. Well, with this one, you can. See, I have Metroid Prime booted up in the Wii at the moment. So, you can see the Nintendo logo shows up. Retro Studios. Ah, man. Metroid Prime, one of my favorite games. I'd love to play for the channel, but it'd be like a million parts because I'm very slow at that game. And I like to go for 100%, and I don't have everything memorized. So you can see, you can hear that classic Metroid Prime-age. And yeah, so you could play games off of a disc, and you can also play games off of a flash drive. If you boot up Nintendo, it even gives you the option to boot the disc. So, you know, that's not an issue anymore, which is why I also felt like redoing this whole process because of that sole reason. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, you can see the game works perfectly functional, which is great. So now that we have that working, we're going to go ahead and switch it over to the PC now. And we're going to go ahead and download a Wii game. I already decided we're just going to show you how to get here. We're going to press view all sections right here at the ROMs. And scroll down, we're going to go to Wii ISOs. Now, the way this works is you download it from forums. So you're going to need an account on the forum website. But making an account's free, so it's no big deal. EP forums, it's fine. So we're going to go ahead and download Donkey Kong Country Returns here. And there's going to be two things here. We're going to want to go ahead and download this text file, which is basically going to contain a bunch of links of files that you need to download. This will take a while. So, you know, make some popcorn, boot up a movie while you can download all these, because they're quite large. 400 megabytes each, except for the last one, I think it's smaller. But this will take a while, as you can see here. So I'm going to go ahead and download all of these files, and I'm going to cut back to when they're done. It will take a while for you, so, you know, just relax. Relax, bud. We're getting close. So as you can see, we finished the downloads. We downloaded part 10 just now. And we're going to go ahead and go back to that link, and we're going to download this part 2 file. Now, if you've never heard of a part 2 file, that makes sense. What? Invalid attachment. Oh, I need to log in. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and log back in. I guess it automatically logs you out or whatever. It's pretty lame, but that's fine. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and download the part 2 file. If you've never heard of that, makes sense. I've never heard of it up until now. We need a program called QuickPar, which is conveniently linked right here. Don't worry, this program is completely safe. It's free. If you like the program, you could donate. Help out the developers by buying these games. Don't get games that are illegal. I mean, come on, dude, it's wrong. I do it too. Don't worry. But anyways, you're gonna go ahead and just download QuickPar. We're gonna hit next. Simple installation. It's not that big. 8 kilograms. It's fine. So now that it's installed, we're gonna go ahead and get all the downloads we've got. We're gonna hit cut. We're gonna create a new folder. I'm gonna name it DKC because that's the game. We're gonna go ahead and hit paste, and we're gonna put all that in there. We're gonna get the part 2 file, and we're just gonna go ahead and drag it into the same folder with all the part files. And we're just gonna go ahead and double click the part 2 file. We don't have to boot up QuickPar because it'll automatically do it for us, and you can see it's repairing the file. So we're gonna get one RAR file with the ISO inside. I guess this is just a way to protect it from getting taken down, but this will take a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut to when it's done. So now you can see it's done. We're gonna go ahead and hit repair. This will take a while. It won't take as long, thankfully, but it takes long enough for me to make a quick cut. So let's do that. So now you can see it's repaired, and we're just gonna. You see we have a RAR file now. So we're gonna double click that, and if we check inside. There we go. So Donkey Kong Country returns a CCU ISO. Perfect. So we have that. We're going to go ahead and just drag it into that same folder. Again, this will take a while. So I'm going to go ahead and cut to when this is done extracting and moving into the folder like a good ISO file. So you can see it's finishing up here. And now it's moving. While we're here though, we can get some other stuff done that we need to do. We're going to go ahead and open up a new tab here, and we're going to go ahead and download, just type it in Google. We're going to type in Wii Backup Manager. Now this is basically going to be how we move Wii games from the computer to the flash drive, I should say, because for some reason Windows doesn't let you move files that big, and it's pretty stupid. But this app just makes it more convenient for us. It should be the first link right here, wiibackupmanager.co.uk. Links will be in the description, so that shouldn't be too big of a deal. Let's wait for it to load. We're going to hit downloads here. And we're just going to go ahead and click the first one here, Wii Backup Manager Build 78. And we're just going to hit download here. It's a great program. Again, I always say support the people that make these programs. I have not, and I probably should. I sound like a hypocrite. But rest assured, these people are great. They made these programs that make all of this possible, and it's amazing. So if you can, go ahead and support them. I know I will eventually. I'll even record it just for proof. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and cut to when this is done. Okay, so now the download's finished. There we go. The download's finished. We're gonna open up the zip file folder, and you can't see it up here. I'm gonna go ahead and click and just extract files or whatever it is. I'm just gonna hit next, I guess. Yeah. So there's a button. I'm just gonna hit extract all, and you can see it's running 2 actions at once. It's still moving Donkey Kong Country. So that will take a while. So chillax, At this point, you want to go ahead and insert the flash drive into the computer if you haven't already. If it's still in the Wii, just remove it. I can't remember right now. My bad. So yeah, we're going to open up Wii Backup Manager. You could try out Windows 64 version or Windows 62 version, or 32 version. And yeah, we'll see which one works for you. For me, 32 works just fine, so I'm going to open up that one. Donkey Kong Country here is almost finishing up, so let's just wait for that. It shouldn't take too long. Let's just have a nice little chat about subscribing to my channel, because if we get to 1,000 likes, or 1,000, well, 1,000 likes would be awesome too. If we get to 1,000 subscribers, I don't know, I'll play League of Legends or something like that and record. Because I am awful at that game. You can hold me to that, too. Just be like, hold on, you stupid idiot. You're supposed to say you're going to play League of Legends. 1,000 subs, and it's like 1,000. So, you know, subscribe if you want to see me mess up at League and probably get kicked for being so god-awful at the game. So you can see Donkey Kong... So you can see Donkey Kong Country here is finishing up. So now we're going to go ahead and press add here on files. Open up on the other monitor here, of course. And we're going to go ahead to where Donkey Kong Country got downloaded. Let's see, where's it? There it is, the mod tutorial downloads. DKC. And we're just going to go ahead and double click the ISO file. And now it's in here. So we're going to press that little check. We're going to hit drive 1. And we're going to choose the letter file that is the flash drive. I believe mine was... It's either J or L. I can't remember. Let me check real quick. Yeah. So we're going to choose the drive letter. It should say right next to the name of the drive. So mine was J, and it's going to ask you if you want to create a WBFS folder. That's how this whole thing works. We're going to hit transfer and then drive 1. And this will take quite a while as well. So sit back, relax, watch a TV show or whatever, do whatever you want. This will take a while, and we're going to cut to when it's done. So you can see it's almost done here. It's going to take a while. At the end near it freezes a bit, but that's totally normal. It will eventually end up working. So just give it a few minutes. I don't know why it cut so early now that I think about it. Ah, there we go. It worked. It was getting awkward. Anyways, so now you can see we're going to go to the WBFS folder here, Donkey Kong Country, and we have the game name code thing. So now we're going to go ahead and remove the flash drive here. We're going to go ahead and switch to the Wii now. And we're going to go ahead and insert the flash drive. Now, as noted as last time, when you insert the flash drive, you want it to be in port 0. That's the magic number. If not, it won't work. So now we're going to go ahead and open up, let's see if we can get the cursor here. I just had it. Come on. There we go. We're going to, there we go. We're going to use a configurable USB loader here. Just wait for that to load for a bit. And as you can see, we have Donkey Kong Country Returns here. But it doesn't have a case image. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hit the little tools, we're going to hit updates, and we're going to get download all missing covers or images. And it's just going to go ahead and automatically download what we don't have, which is all of it. So, you know, it's super convenient that it does this for us. And just wait for this to load. It'll take a while. No big deal. You know, it's doable. And you can see, there you go. So now it shows Donkey Kong Country. Right? That's what I said when it worked. So we're just going to hit start here. It's going to load. And there you go. So you see we have the Wii image thing, whatever. The stupid idiot hitting a person and also a TV. Like a moron. Like, how do you do that? Like, you have to be literally the dumbest person ever. So you can see Donkey Kong Country Return. It's working here. Just hit 2. We're just going to play a bit, you know? We're going to hit new game, I guess. 1 player, because I'm alone. Anyways. God, I need pizza. I'm just gonna skip this, it's not that important. Kong? So I guess Donkey Kong gets super pissed that his bananas got stolen again or whatever. That's usually how these things work. King Kong up in here. And we're just gonna go ahead and go left. Welcome to my impromptu let's play of Donkey Kong Country. You can see we're going left here. There's a nice little puzzle piece here. There's nothing over here though. So we're just gonna go ahead and head back. I'm just gonna roll on out of here. Ow! God, I hate video games, dude. Like, why do I play them? Down and shake. Oh, I can blow dandelions. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think I have to stand on top of it. Yeah. It's pretty. Oh, god damn it. Anyways. And we're just gonna. I can't exit. There we go. we're just gonna go ahead and go back onto the menu. And ladies and gentlemen, that is basically it. We just sat through 50. What is this, like 50, 53, 42 right now? God, it's a long video. But hey, we did it. That is how you install the Homebrew channel. That's how you play games off of a flash drive, GameCube games and Wii games. Hopefully this tutorial worked out a lot better for a lot of people. I think it works out way better because it's much more simpler to do. As you can see, we didn't have to download as many things. It was just I thought it was just all around better. If you like this tutorial, leave a comment down below saying how it helped you save your marriage. Also, go ahead and like the video or dislike it. You know, your opinion, dude. If it didn't work for you, go write about it on your blog and Tumblr. And also like tag me in it or something. I read comments, so you know if you want to crap all over me, that's fine. I can take it. I'm a man. I can do this. And if you want to see more content, you go ahead and hit subscribe. I haven't uploaded in a while because I've had college stuff to deal with. But thankfully, the semester's almost over as of this recording. It's probably going to be over by the time this is up, honestly. But yeah, I expect a lot more things during the winter because I will actually have time. As well as collaborating with the guys over at Slot for Films, who are some pretty cool guys. They make, you know, gaming videos as well. Go check them out. I'll be working with them as well. I'll be recording with them, I'm sure. And yeah, so you know, hit subscribe, see my quality content, and remember, if we hit 1,000 subs, I'll play League of Legends, and not purposely suck at it, but most of it is the lack of me caring about the game. Not a big fan of it, or the people that play it really. But you know, I'll play it at 1,000 subs. So if you want to see me get kicked from a game for being so bad, and they'll be like, dude, why are you feeding? You suck so much balls. You know, go ahead and subscribe. You know, I won't complain. It'd be pretty cool to get 1,000 subs by the end of the year. That'd be pretty cool. You know what? Let's make that happen. 1,000 subs by 2017. It's probably not gonna happen. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I really do hope it helped out. And, you know, fun future gaming. I'll see you guys next time.